Bintey Sajida, in reminders we are doing the pleasure of the grave for the believer. So when the pleasure of the grave for the believer, the width will be more, comfort will be there, and the grave of the believer is lit like the full moon in the night. The opening of a door to Jannah, the opening of a window to Jannah, the believers clothed as grave, in the grave, his righteous companions, his good deeds that are presented to him, the believer's firmness at the time of questioning, and believers' request to the angels to allow to pray, believers' request to required, believers' request to return to his family, to give them glad tidings, and supplication to his Lord, asking for the hour to be established, love for wanting to meet his Rabb, and happiness to meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and being spoken to. Believer's soul is wrapped in a shroud and protected by the angels in Jannah and is raised up to the seventh heaven. Believers is mentioned in Jannah by names most beloved to him. Allah's statement to the angels to write the believers in Illiyin. The believers' statement of Shahada in the grave. Believers in is shown his place in Jannah every day and night in the grave. Believers' grave being a green garden, lush garden. The angels place the soul of the believers in white silk. The believer in grave is in a state of relaxation. Abu Huraira mentioned, Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to seek refuge in Allah from the punishment of the grave. This is narrated in Muslim and this is Sahih. So we should beg Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and request Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and seek refuge in Allah from the punishment of the grave. I mentioned 23 things here because we want this in the worldly life. We want comfort, wealth, everything. What about the grave? We're gonna be in the grave for years and years. How long it's gonna be from our time of death till the day established, the day of judgment. So make dua and also try to do the things which will lead to Jannah, which will lead to comfort in the grave.